When I first opened my passport, I felt unstoppable. That deep blue cover, that golden eagle staring back at me, it wasn't just a travel document, it was a key. A key that once opened nearly every door on Earth. But this year, for the first time in 2 decades, something shocking happened. The American passport slipped out of the top 10 most powerful in the world. How? How did the symbol of global freedom turn into just another ordinary booklet? Back in 2014, it was number 1, the passport everyone envied. You could land in almost any country and be welcomed with a smile. But now, it's number 12, and falling. This fall isn't just about travel restrictions or rankings. It's a mirror. A reflection of how the world now sees America, not just as a place, but as an idea. While the US passport lost its power, nations like Singapore, Japan, and South Korea quietly rose to the top. Singaporeans can now walk into almost any airport, visa-free, head held high. How did that tiny island nation pull it off? Simple, they built friendships. They earned trust, because in today's world, the strength of a passport isn't about military might or money, it's about relationships. See, a passport is more than paper. It's a story. A promise between your nation and the rest of the world that says, we trust each other. That's what the Henley Passport Index measures, trust. It shows which countries welcome you without barriers. The more you're trusted, the more powerful your passport becomes. A strong passport opens doors not just for tourists, but for students, entrepreneurs, and families searching for safety and opportunity. It's like an invisible safety net. If your home ever becomes unstable, it gives you a way out. So when a passport weakens, it's not just about lines at immigration. It's about influence. Respect. Dignity. But America's fall didn't happen overnight. It was a slow fade, a quiet unraveling over 10 long years. It began with small decisions, new visa rules, higher entry fees, tougher border checks. Countries noticed. Brazil, for instance, decided enough was enough. If Brazilians need visas for America, then Americans should need them for Brazil too. Fairness, that was their message, and so it began, the reciprocity wave. One by one, nations started to mirror America's own policies back at it. Then came China. They opened their doors to 40 countries, even welcoming Europeans without a visa. But the United States? Not on the list. Even Vietnam left America out when expanding visa-free travel. Tiny changes, yes, but they built a picture. A picture of a country that no longer practiced what it preached. The US wanted open doors for its citizens but closed them for others. And in the world of diplomacy, that's a mistake that echoes. Then came the policy era that changed everything. America First. Travel bans. Visa bonds worth thousands. Border officers searching phones, asking political questions. The message to visitors was loud and clear: you're not welcome unless we say so. And the world listened. It responded. If America demanded $400 in visa fees, other nations began doing the same to Americans. If the US made entry harder, others followed suit. This wasn't about revenge. It was about reflection, nations mirroring the energy America gave them. Suddenly, the world's image of America shifted. Once known as the land of opportunity, open, free, inviting, it began to look more closed, more cautious, and as trust faded, so did the passport's power. Meanwhile, Asia was rising. Singapore, 193 destinations visa-free. South Korea, 190. Japan, 189. Their secret? Cooperation. Mutual respect. Bridges, not walls. The United Kingdom learned the same hard lesson after Brexit. When it chose to go alone, its passport slipped too. The message was clear: isolation weakens, unity strengthens. But the consequences weren't just political, they hit everyday Americans. Fewer tourists came to the US, billions lost in travel revenue. Thousands of jobs vanished from hotels, airports, and restaurants. Even Canadians, once the most frequent visitors, stopped coming as often, and for the first time, Americans began doing something they never imagined. buying second passports, from Portugal's golden visa to Caribbean citizenships, more Americans than ever are now investing in dual nationality, searching for the freedom their own passport used to guarantee. But here's the hopeful part. The story isn't over. The US can rise again, if it chooses openness over isolation, fairness over fear. It starts by treating other nations as equals. By rebuilding trust, lowering barriers, and saying to the world, we're ready to cooperate again. Because a passport is not just a ticket, it's a reflection of who we are as a people. If America reopens its heart, its passport will once again open doors. So tell me, if you could change one thing about how countries treat travelers, what would it be? Let me know in the comments below. And if you learned something new, like, subscribe, and share, because understanding the world begins with understanding how we connect to it.